jog. Come on, nice light jog for me. You do whatever you feel like doing. For me, I am so glad today is mobility cardio because this cold that I did not want shared with me was shared. So the fever has broke from 100 down to 99 point something. So doing better. Throat though, however, it's not so happy, but it's okay. We're gonna get through this here, this mobility cardio. Body's gonna feel so good. I'm so glad it was on the schedule. So backing it down was a great thing today. I was glad today was Wednesday. It'll help me for my getting the process and everything. So right now we're just doing a little jog. We're gonna get into this. It's gonna be 30 seconds on for each move. And then we're gonna do, we'll switch it, okay? So we have a jog, a soccer run, knee pivots. That'll be one side, other side. We have alternate forward lunges. We have a hip stretch. Now, hip stretch is several different ways you can do it, but what we're going to actually do is come down on the mat and just spread and come along the legs, the knees to the two sides, and really just kind of push down into it and get that stretch, okay? After the first minute, they're working our way into it. Then we're going to do side-to-side lunges, side-to-side stretch, and pole squats, and so much more. It's just going to be fun, okay? Now we're jogging. And then we're going to, after we're done with the cardio portion of it, we're going to go into some more like elevated pigeon, full stretches, and different things. So we're going to really get into some stretches that help with the hips a lot today. Okay. Whew. Come on. Jog it out. Come on. All right. We're going to start this up here. We're almost there because we're almost at 2 minutes. You know, I like to do that 2-minute jog, even with mobility. Because guess what the first move is? It's jog. I think I said that already. But before we get into it, we're going to step back and do a little stretch. Now that we've warmed up the body some, and then we're going to get into some nice cardio mobility. You push it, like I say, as much as you want to. You may be pushing yourself harder than me, maybe more lighter than me. But it's just whatever you feel to doing. Hold it forward. Remember, today is active recovery, mobility. So it's a good thing. It's a good thing for me. Sorry. No, don't laugh. You might start coughing. Other side, lay back. Pull the hips forward. All right, we're going to do the jog and then soccer run. I'll let you know what's coming up as we're going through it. And if needed, we'll pause and get a drink. Hopefully I can make it through the cardio session without it though. All right, let's hit start, actually save, and then come down to it and start a little bit without it. All right, get into your jog. And we're jogging. So like I say, after this jog, it's going to be soccer run. Right now we're jogging. Light on the feet. Come on. Go through this. Come on. 10 seconds, and we're going to go to soccer run. Well, we have 10 seconds off. It's like 10 seconds. I think it's 10 seconds. We'll see in a second. Actually, it's a 20-second transition. Okay, jogging is more, so we'll just keep up with the move. I think I had jogs in between each one, is what it was. Yeah, jogging in between each one, soccer. Soccer. Should have looked better at the timer before I started it, right? So in between each one, you go for a jog, or you do whatever it feels. And some of you just stay in whatever the move is. Come on, soccer run it. Move those arms. Get that body going. Move the hips. Get them swift. Swivel, 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 swivel. All right, 20 seconds off. Stay in the move or go to a jog. Knee pivots are next. Get that arm in there. What I'm going to do on this one is I'm going to go into a quad stretch for the 20 seconds off. do it, if you do go to jog, do the quad stretch with me, okay? Feeling like I need that quad stretch out. Pull in, but because it's on the other side, it's next, okay? Okay, start re-pivoting. Try that arm in. Normally I do add more active things in between. Today I'm like, more stretching in between. And quad. Whoo, tight quads. All right, alternate forward lunges, okay? So for this one, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come down, pull myself into that stretch, switch it partway through, okay? The one after this is the hip stretch, okay? Again, I am not taking high impact today. You could be going a lot faster, a lot harder into these moves than I am if you want to, but I've got to listen to what my body is telling me. Stay active, but at the same time, come on, pull into it. This is another form of a hip stretch. Switch legs. Turn it around. Legs come out to the side. Pull them down there as much as possible. Pull into that stretch. My legs are like, they don't slide on this mat. That's okay. So after this hip stretch, do the side to side lunges. Pull in that hip stretch. Come on, really good. Come on up. All right, side to side lunges. I'm gonna get into it now. Just a little bit. As I said, lunges, side to side stretches next. Just lunging it side to side. Side to side stretch means we're gonna really pull into it. All right, now you're supposed to lunge it. You're supposed to go a lot faster than this. But again, I am not pushing it today. So you can stay with me or push yourself a little bit faster. And hold it down. What we'll do is on the side stretch, we'll hold it down the other side after that one, okay? Just remember which side you held down on this time. All right, side to side stretches. Just reach for it. Or side to side reaches, whatever you want to call it. Really pull your body forward. Stretch it out. Come on down. Pull it as much as you can. Pulse squats are next, okay? Come on up. Pulse it. So I'm going to do hip opener for the in-between one. We're going to get in, squat down low, and push the hips open with your elbows, okay? Pretty much what the next one is, because the next one is a deep squat hold. But that's what we do. Maybe we'll mix up the deep squat hold. And instead of just a deep squat hold, we'll come down. We'll do squat to toes. We'll change that next one. That one that feels really good where we squat down, stand up, reach up. We'll do that one instead. So it's going to be squat down, reach up, Roll it up, down, up, up, down, up, up, down, up, up. I'm gonna do the low squat. Again, push over the legs for the in-between move. And then next we have is hip thrust. So we come into the mat. Come on down. Push those hips open, come on. I told you this today's focus is a lot on the hips. Hip thrusts are next. Now, technically you should be on a ball for the hip thrust. I'm just doing them off the mat. I'm just doing them here. You could also do kneeling hip thrust, which, this just feels good to me. Today, I'm doing more like hip, what is it? My brain's that gone. Come on. Bridges instead of hip thrusts. Now, the next one is a bridge stretch. So you're going to push up to that. First thing first, in between it, hold in between, push your body up. So for the bridge stretch, you're either pretty much saying the same thing, you're reaching for your heels, or you're flipping it over, okay? I'll start with the first one, and then I'm going to go to the flip over. So you're here, your hips are pushed up to the air, grabbing your ankles. Really good like that. Or level, I don't know which level you want to call it, push up. Down. Pull his heels in. Okay, so next thing we have is a low squat jacks, okay? So, and roll yourself up. Low squat, jack it in and out. This is very, very mild cardio today. That's what I needed. Enough to get me going, but not enough to say, oh. So again, for this one, you can be going a lot faster than I am. Wrap those arms in. Stretch, I'm gonna do twist one side. Pull the hips forward. Pull them forward. We're gonna have squat twist next. And so then we're gonna do it on the other one, okay? So, squat twist, what was I thinking? Like this. You gotta like a squat position. You can also just go like this. Other side of it, hold it. All right, so we have touchdowns next. Up. Touching it down, ready for it. Go a lot faster if you want to. I'm listening to what I can and cannot do today. And I'm backing it down. I'm actually going to go to a jog after this one. Okay. Hamstrings. So, bring the feet up, kind of like butt kicks, but not quite. It's a lot slower. It's more of a walking movement. Bringing them up. Like that. Knee tuck stretch for the in-between movement. On one side, we have hamstring to toe. The next movement, we'll do the knee tuck on the other side. Tuck it in, hold it up really good. So we're going to hamstring to toe. It's supposed to be a lot faster of a move. I'm going to try to see if I can do it. Wait for it. Hamstring, toe, hamstring, toe, hamstring, toe, hamstring, toe. And tuck that other knee in. We actually are almost done with the cardio part of this. We have step jacks next. Ready? Side to side jacks. The final move for cardio. So right now, do bridge cross. Almost like a crossover punch, but really reach into it with the hands. Then we're going to get into, after our side to side jacks, we're going to get into the stretching. We have elevated pigeon. So not just pigeon, but we're going to elevate it up first before we come all the way down to the mat. Let's work on the hips again. We have some full stretches. We have a glute stretch. We have a low lunge, or lunge flow that is. We're going to flow through some lunges, everything. We have hip rotations, and we have child's pose. Okay? So, let me stop this. Actually, since we have two more, let's just go through it. Get our jog in there. Front kicks, okay? This is the final one. Actually, I had one more in there because it was off on it. So our final one will just be little front kicks. Come on. You're about to stretch some more. March it. Keep that march going for a second here. I'm going to grab my drink, which is where I was headed a second ago. Listen, nope, can't get that yet. All right, little drink. Then we're going to get into elevated pigeon and some other stretches, okay? You ever notice that when you have a cold, your whole body seems off, like bloat and everything else too? All right, so elevated. Your knee is down. Your back leg is elevated up off the ground, and you're pulling that hip forward. So the back is elevated. Hips pull forward. Up here. You see, when you come down, you actually don't feel as much on this one as when you're up high. So come on. This one's getting the hip too, not just the glutes. We're going to change it to the glutes in just a second here though. Hold it. Come on down, glutes to the mat. Release that back leg. Now stay up tall if you need to, or come down, but stay with that glutes to the mat this time now. Okay, before we go to the other side, we're going to push back to downward dog. In 3, 2, 1. Roll hands in. Step it back. Push on back to downward dog. Now, bring the other leg in. Again, back leg stays elevated. Come up there, hold that hip forward. Take the glutes to the mat, hold the hip forward. There you go. That'll feel it really good. You just feel it a different way with it. Not back leg elevated than you do with it all the way on the mat. Hold it here. Release it to the mat. Let go of that foot and either stay up tall or come down as much as you can and do that stretch. Pull it on up. Step it back. Push it back to downward dog. Okay, we're going to step through to full stretch, okay? Step through. Opposite hand stands down. Twist into it. Hold that stretch. Pull into it. Feel that stretch in the legs really good. Feel it in the upper body. Love full stretch. Okay, we're going to push back to downward dog, and then we're going to take that to the other side. In 10, 9, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Down, step it back, push it back to downward dog. And the leg comes forward into that full stretch. Hold into it. Okay, this time I want you to go ahead and push back to child's pose. So we're going to flow down to it, okay? We're going to go from downward dog, and then we're going to come into child's pose right afterwards. 3, 2, 1. Come on down. Step it back. Downward dog. Knees to the mat. Child's pose. We got child's pose coming up again, but it just felt like something that just seemed like what I wanted to do right now. We have a glute stretch. So there's different ways of doing this. I'm going to actually do where I'm going to do the roll over to the back and pull it in, okay? Let's just like child's pose right now. This feels good. Come on up. Roll that body back. Knee comes on, foot comes on the other knee. Reach through and pull it in. Stretch out those glutes. All part of the hip. You gotta get the glutes stretched out too. Pull it in really good. This actually stretches out both the glutes and the hips, but this goes up this one. Pull it in there. After this one on the other side, we're going to push back to, we're going to work our way back up to downward dog. We're going to work our way there, okay? We're going to go from child's pose to puppy to dolphin to dog, downward dog. Then we're going to step through and we're going to do the lunge flow on one side. Going from lunge, dropping the knee, pulling the hips forward. I just call it a lunge flow, okay? Release that leg, grab the other side. Flip the foot over to the other side. Grab that knee if you can. Pull it in. Get that stretch really good. Come on. Open it on up. All right, so first, before doing that, we're going to drop the feet, lift the hips up. Down, roll it up and over. Let's do this position. Do a couple cow rolls real fast for the back. And over the legs. Come on back to child's pose. Draw those arms in. Pull the knees together. Actually, yeah, and we're going to do up to, actually that's dolphin. Hold on, sorry. Okay, yeah, I did say no, right? Stretch those arms out wide in front of you. Push back to puppy. There we go. We are doing puppy first. All right, so now come on up. Drop those elbows to the mat. Come on up. And a forearm plank first. Now, keep those shoulders drawn back. Come back to dolphin. Now come on forward, up on both hands, top of a high plank, push back to downward dog. Now we're going to step through to low lunge. Artist lunge. Both lights turned off because it's 7 o'clock. I'm not normally home and working out at 7 o'clock. I'm normally upstairs working. But so hold on a second. Okay, Google, turn on the living room lights. Let there be light again. I don't know if that made a difference for you or not, but all right, drop that back leg, release that foot, pull those hips forward. Really pull into it. Really open that hip up. Is your hip feeling any better? Is you feel a little bit more flexible in it with all these moves we've been doing? Now, if you can, reach back. Let's do the hamstring stretch. Pull into it really good. Hip flexor, really, actually, so what it is, hip flexor, sorry. We'll do hammy in a second. Pull into it really good. Release it. Come on up. Straight leg, front leg straight. Come over it. Step back. Downward dog. Stepping it through the other foot. Lunge first. Come on. Hold it really good. Drop that knee. Release that foot. Pull into it really good. Pull those hips forward. Come on. Reach back, grab that foot. Pull it in. Come on, pull into it really good. Feel that stretch really, really good. We're almost done. Release it. Straight that front leg. Come over it. Come on up. Stand up. And hip rotations. Kind of roll them out. Work through these. We're going to come down to the mat one more time. And do that hip stretch again. See if we're any better with it. Other side. And then we're going to go to child's pose and we're going to be done, okay? This was a lot of lower body, a lot of hip opening, hip stretching. Let me know what you thought of this one. What would you like to work on next week for mobility? What are your trouble spots for like mobility, cardio, not like you said cardio, but mobility movements and stuff? Okay, ready? We're going to come down to the stretch. I'm actually going to come off the mat this time. Pull your body down, come on. If I take my legs off the mat, they're sliding a little bit better. Come on, pull it over the sides. Pull your body down. Open up those hips, come on. All right, come in. I'm gonna come all the way down because I cannot come up on my knees like that. Come on up, back to the mat again, and back to child's pose. Come on up. So, what do you think of that one? Like I just asked that question, but yes, that one here made me feel good. I feel like my hips feel a lot more open than what they were. I feel like I released some of that tension and stuff in there and everything. It was just what I needed today too, with the trying to get over whatever. Well, I kind of know what this is, but I don't know what it is. It's whatever was shared with me. Doesn't mean to share everything with you, okay? You know how that goes. But we will work through it and everything. Still be on in there. I could still say, I could check it off and say I got it. Boom, done.